Hey, welcome back to another online lesson. This time what we're going to talk about is dividing multi-digit numbers. Before we dive into it, there are some vocabulary words we have to know. Blank is the answer when you divide a number by another number. This we've gone over in class a few times. The answer to a division problem is a quotient. Perfect. Blank is the amount that you want to divide up inside the house. So, if we're setting up our division problem, our quotient goes here. I wonder what is that called that's inside the house? It's the dividend. And go ahead and label your dividend here. Perfect. Okay, so we have a quotient, dividend inside the house. Now I want to know what this number is. The number used to divide another number. That's called the divisor. Perfect. Quotient is the answer, goes on top. Dividend, inside the house. Divisor, outside the house. Make sure you have all of this in your notes. And let's do a little review. That looks pretty good. Okay. Let's review division. Does McDonald's sell cheeseburgers? Now, this is not a commercial for McDonald's, and although that does look mighty good, we're going to use this as a way to remember our steps for division. Now, most of you have been doing division for years, but it's always good to kind of get a refresher course. Does, we're going to concentrate on the D. McDonald's, the M. S in sell, C in cheese, and B in burgers. We're going to take those first letters and we're going to use does McDonald's sell cheeseburgers as a quick way to remember how to do our long multi-number division. Let me show you what I mean. Now, if we can remember does McDonald's sell cheeseburgers, we can remember the steps to division. Let me show you. D, step one is to divide. Makes sense, right? Once you divide, the next step is you multiply. S, you divide, then you multiply, then you subtract. C, then you check. And last, you bring down. Okay, make sure you have these in your notes as steps for doing a long division problem. Now, divide, multiply, subtract, check, bring down. If you can remember that, great. I always remember it by does McDonald's sell cheeseburgers? And if you could do that, I'll show you how to implement it. All right, here I have a sample problem that looks kind of cumbersome. 351 divided by 9. So, let's set up our problem. That one is going to go inside the house. And it's divided by 9, which goes on the outside of the house. Okay? I'm going to erase these arrows. I just drew them to show you which way they go. And I'm going to set up my steps over here. Does McDonald's sell cheeseburgers? Okay. Let's follow these steps. Now, with each step that I follow, I'm going to put a little check mark, okay? First step is divide. So I look. Cover this up. Can 9 go into 3? Nope. So I'll move to the next one. Can 9 go into 35? In fact, it can. So what's the most that it can go in? Well, I know 9 times 4 is 36, so that's too big. 9 times 3, 27. Let's try. Okay. Now, we just divided. Next step, multiply. 3 times 9 is 27. Let's subtract. How do I know? Because S is my next step. So let's subtract. 35 minus 7. That becomes a 2. That becomes a 15. So now 7 minus 15 is 8. And 2 minus 2 is 0. Okay, we divided, we multiplied, we subtracted. Now we have to check. And here's what I check. Is that number less than that number? If it's less, you continue. Okay, next step is bring down. Do I have another number to bring down? I do. It's a 1. So I bring that down. Perfect. So we've gone through all of our steps, but we still have a pretty large remainder. So let's see if we can divide again. Notice when I finish this step, I just go right up to the top. Divide. How many times does 9 go into 81? Well, if I know my 9s, I know it's 9 times. 9 times 9 is 81. Notice my next step was multiply, so that's what I went ahead and did. Next step is subtract. 81 minus 81 is 0. My next step is to check. Is 0 less than 9? It is. My next step is to bring down, but unfortunately I have nothing left to bring down, and I'm at 0, so we're good to go. Therefore, my answer is 39. Does McDonald's sell cheeseburgers? Just a way to remember the steps. Okay, got a challenge for you. Here I have two problems. $2,576 divided by 7, and also 2,208 divided by 6. What your challenge is going to be to solve these two problems on your own. I highly encourage you to set up, does McDonald's sell cheeseburgers? Set that up on the side and do little check marks as you go. Okay? Pause the video, try to solve these two problems now. Okay. Welcome back. Now, I want to show you a little bit more difficult problem, but it's something we're going to probably encounter in class next time we meet. The dreaded word problem. To promote its opening weekend, a water park asked the locals, gave, sorry, there's a mistake, gave the local middle school 1,050 free tickets. The middle school has 350 students. Each student will receive the same number of tickets. How many tickets will each student receive? Ooh, I see. How many tickets will each receive? There's my question. And when I see that, how many will each receive? Boom, in my brain I should think division. So let's look at it. I have a total of 1,050 tickets. Good. I have 350 students. Excellent. Now, longer division, bigger numbers, but we're just going to follow the same steps. Does McDonald's sell cheeseburgers? Okay, so let's look. I have 350. So let's start by covering it up. All right. Does 350 go into 1? Nope. 350 into 10? Nope. 350 into 105? No. How about 350 goes into 1,050? Ugh. I don't know. This is where sometimes with division it's good to just do a guess and then check to see if you're in the ballpark. I don't know. I look at this. 300 goes into 1,000 3 times. So let's just try 3. So divide. 3. Next step is multiply. 350 times 3. Well, I'll do it off to the side. 3 times 0 is 0. 3 times 5 is 15. Carry the 1. 3 times 3 is 9, plus 1 is 10. And look at that. 3 times 350 is 1,050. We multiply. Now we're going to subtract. We are at 0. We check. Is 0 less than that? It is. Do we have anything to bring down? We do not, and we are at 0. Therefore, 3 is what I got, so how much will each student receive? 3 tickets. Okay. Tomorrow we're going to work on some more difficult ones in class, so be ready. Remember, try those 2 on your own, and we'll see you in class.